In 1982, The Clash sang "Should I Stay or Should I Go?" In this video, I help to give them an answer and to give you an answer as well. Have you ever felt stuck in a thing that maybe you're not sure if you should commit to, or maybe you've stayed in something too long that's gone past its usefulness? I know I have. I've both missed out on opportunities because I didn't want to commit to something, and I've also stayed with things that just really were past their usefulness and weren't serving me or anyone else anymore. What I'd like to share with you today is a way of understanding things that might help you make a decision about whether you can commit to something or whether you should leave it and when it should end. So to do this, what I'd like you to think of is how to maximize possibility. How you can increase the amount of opportunity in the world for you and for other people. And this is a really different way of thinking about things. It's not about outcomes. It's not about what's fixed. It's about how can I open things up? What can I do that will open things up for me and for other people? The question is, does this thing that I'm about to do create more possibility for me? Does it create more possibility for other people? If the answer is yes to both, then it's probably a good thing to do. And you can apply this to projects. So say you've got something coming up. Maybe you want to write a book. Maybe you want to start a new business venture. The question for you is, does this create more opportunity than not doing it? Does it open things up, or will it close things off? Because whenever you commit to something, you necessarily say no to a whole load of other things. So how is it? What's the balance of possibility? Does that project really make things more open, more possible, increase opportunity, or does it close things off? And you can also think for this, think about purchases in this way. So money is in some way possibility. It opens up possibility if you have money, but money is only useful if you commit it to something, if you spend it. A big pile of money does nothing. It's what you do with it that matters. So when you're thinking about spending money, when you're thinking about buying something, does that purchase create more possibility than the money just sitting there doing anything? Sometimes it will, sometimes it won't. And finally, you can also think about relationships in this way. Is a friendship, is a business relationship, is a romantic relationship actually creating possibility? Does it serve you? Does it open things out for people? Do both parties in the relationship have more opportunity because that relationship exists? Again, if the answer is yes, then brilliant, go for it. If the answer is no, then think about whether that's a fundamental thing to do with the relationship, or whether there's something you can change, the terms, the way that you're relating, that do open up possibility for other people, for both people going on there. And thinking about ongoing commitments, like projects, like relationships, like collaborations, it can also give you a way to understand when things should come to an end. There might come a point in a project, in a relationship, where possibility is no longer being increased by that commitment. At that point, really reflect on whether there's things that need to change so that possibility can be opened up again, or if there's something fundamental about what's going on that means that it ends, and that's a good time for an ending, because again, you're making a decision, you're taking a commitment to increase the amount of opportunity and the amount of possibility for everyone involved. By ending that relationship, by ending that project, what you do is you open up the field. You open up for everyone who's engaged and who's committed to this thing. And in that way, endings are no longer a bad thing. when something ends this way, it's been good, it's created possibility, and it's finished creating possibility, and now everyone can move on with all of the extra opportunity that commitment to each other has created. So this is a really personally powerful way of understanding things for me. I've started using it in my day-to-day life, and I found it extremely useful. I'd love to know what you think of it and how you get on. And also, I'd love it if you tag someone who would really benefit from hearing this in the comments.